If you're currently on the journey of glowing up physically and mentally, and you're looking for some good workouts, then this video is for you. This page overall is for you. Today, I'm taking you through a booty focused leg day. I am the queen of glutes. I am a Bikini Pro Olympian, and I have been training for over 10 years now. And when I first started, I only wanted to build my glutes, and I changed my entire life while changing my body. Let's do this. Get up, get ready. We are headed to the gym. We are going to be training glutes today, especially if you want some perky, round, juicy glutes. I'm going to provide you with that workout. So get ready. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe. And all my girls, tap in, like this video, share this to another girly, especially your gym buddy, and let's go. This is my pre-workout meal. This is breakfast this morning, and we are having mushrooms, zucchini, and egg whites. Half a cup of egg whites and 2 eggs. My breakfast in the morning never usually has carbs in it. I usually consume healthy fats and high protein. And during my workout, I'm carrying a date. And then after my workout, I have my protein powder with me. And then in my water bottle, I just have my EAAs in here. All right, y'all. We're good to go. It is a leg day. I'm so excited for you guys to train with me. We're going to start off with a warm up. Let's open up the legs. All right, get the knees up high, get your core pulled in. You can also do your own warm up if you have your own warm up routine, or if you like to warm up on the treadmill. This is just what I am currently doing, just motion throughout my body. We're going to head into a lateral lunge. And anytime you're doing a lateral lunge, you want to make sure that the feet are symmetrical, that they are facing the same way, and also with the knees as well. And with your knees, you do not want to have your knees over your toes. So you want to really push back into your heels and sit into your hips as if you were about to sit on the toilet. We're going side to side, sit deep into your squat. That way you can really give your hamstring and your glutes a really good stretch along with the quads. We are just warming up that lower body that we are about to train. I'm so excited. Next up, we're going to go into a frog squat and open up the hips. So I like to open up, especially the inner groin for a lot of women are going to be so tight, is going to be so tight. And so, especially if you train glutes, you are going to have tighter hips. So you really want to always stretch it out. And so we're starting with static stretching, just moving the body with a free flow. All right. I consider this my warm-up as well, isolating the glutes. I want my glutes on fire before I touch any cables or machines or dumbbells. So you're going to be doing a lateral band walk, and we're going side to side. You can take 2 steps to the left and then 2 steps to the right. You always want to make sure that you keep a gap in between and that you do not bring your legs close together where the band is falling down your legs. You really want to push against that band, push your knees against that band as well, and just make sure the feet, every time you are going lateral, they're facing straight, they're facing forward. You do not want one foot facing left and the other foot facing forward. You really want to make sure everything is symmetrical, and you're going to have a slight bend in your knees. Push your booty back and keep your belly pulled in. When you pull your belly in, bring your chest up like a string is pulling you upwards, okay? And we're going to do that for everything is actually going to be linked in the description for the exact workout. And I really need you to grab a notebook so that you have a workout notebook that you can log your workouts and log what you're doing. Okay, we are going to be doing that warm up. We're going to be doing that warm up with some cable kickbacks. I love cables as well because they do isolate the muscle, whether you're training upper body or lower body. All right, so once you get attached to that cable, you want to make sure that your knee is in line with the rod, with the cable rod in front of you, and you're going to have a slight bend in your knee. Your back is going to be straight as you hinge forward. I like to hold onto the pole for support and control on your way up. You're going to see me do it again. Always just make sure your laces are tied. I am wearing the Furiosas, and I have them in maybe like 4 different colors. I love these shoes so much. They go with everything. And so let's reattach to the other leg, and I will show you how to do this exercise. So attach to the cable, and then a slight bend in your knees, okay? Then you're gonna hinge forward, give yourself some room, and when you kick up, I need you to squeeze, control on the way in. Keep your core tight. When you pull in your belly, this is gonna prevent any lower back injuries. It's gonna keep you stable, and you're actually going to enjoy this movement. I like my body almost at a 90 degree, but it's like 45 degrees. Hinged over. Okay, I'm not going to be standing up straight. I like to be sturdy and focused on the glutes. All right, girls, next up, I need you to go over to the abduction machine and just make sure that you are cleaning the equipment before and after use. All right, just for hygiene purposes, not just for yourself, but for others. We want to be respectful at the gym. All right, so once we've got that down, we're going to be doing abductions. This is one of my favorite machines. This is probably the first machine I used when I went to the gym and had no idea what I was doing, but it was so simple and easy to use. I'm going to start off with a lighter weight, not too easy, but like it challenges me just a little bit just to fire up my glutes. I like to drive from my heels with the toes pointing upwards and my core pulled in. Notice how I am not sitting completely back onto the chair. I'm actually sitting upwards and balancing with my core. All right, I'm gonna push my booty back and just make sure that I'm using my knees to my heels to open up for this exercise. We're gonna do a few sets here. Everything will be in the description. Okay. Another few tips here when you're using the abduction machine is just to play around with your footing. Even though I prefer to drive from my heels, I find the most glute connection, mind to muscle connection when I'm driving from my heels. I also like to add a little bit of pulses at the end when I'm struggling or when my glutes are on fire. I like to burn them out until failure. And that is how we grow. Now we're gonna go up in weight. Every time the set goes up and up, we're gonna go up and up. You can also do drop sets. I do a lot of drop sets where if it gets too much on my glutes, then I'll drop down to a lower weight and rep it out until failure or until the timer is up. And you just wanna take your time on the way in. Giving yourself space and a gap, not closing your legs completely, and giving yourself room to push back out. Keep your core tight, so that's gonna help you push your glutes back out, push your legs back out using your heels. All right, let's do this again together. Don't forget to give this video a like, and if you're not already subscribed, I hope you subscribe and also share this to a girly who's looking to train her body as well. So notice how I'm taking my time on my way in, right? And then fast up. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, and back out for 1, 2. And I'm just really using my glutes to push that weight outwards. Next up, ladies, we are heading over to the laying hamstring machine. You can also do this on the seated hamstring curl machine. However, I really love the lying down. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just closer to gravity. I really don't know, but make sure to clean that machine once again. We are going to be doing single legs. I really enjoy training single legs first for hamstring curls because my hamstrings are actually, most people's hamstrings are a lot weaker because our quads will always kick in first. So I like to do my single leg hamstring curl rather than doing both legs first, just because I'm going to be able to warm up both legs individually. And that is going to prevent one side being stronger than the other, which in this case right now in my current season, I do have my left leg being weaker than my right leg. So I usually do more sets, more reps on my left leg opposed to my right leg. When you're doing your hamstring curl, you really want to push your hips into the pad, okay? You don't want to have your bum up in the air. I'm also starting off with a really light weight, the lightest weight that this machine has. I don't care if you lift heavy. This is just warming up your hamstring, really getting the blood flow and the mind to muscle connection going on prior to lifting heavier. All right. When I do my hamstrings, I like to have my knees off the mat. So you can see here, my knees are off the mat. My hips are pushed into the padding and my toes are facing downwards. I like to sometimes push my glutes down as well if they're lifting or rising. When you're training, it is all about mind to muscle connection and being very intentional with your training. I'm not usually on my phone while I'm training. I'm really just focused on building that connection. I like to take my time with each muscle group just to make sure that I am feeling the contraction and the connection that's going through each muscle that I'm training. So take your time. I am going slow on the way down, like we were doing in the abduction machine, and 1-2 on the way up. So give yourself a time. We're going 1-2-3-4 on the way down and 1-2 on the way up to a nice squeeze. Make sure you take your time on the way down. That is where you're going to feel the resistance. You're going to feel the pressure on your hamstrings because of that weight. Okay, we're gonna superset this baby with some high knees, some banded high knees. Okay, this is where I'm gonna place the band above my knee. I don't usually place my bands above my knees unless it's going to be a workout or exercise like this one. So we're gonna be doing some high knees on the spot. Look at my laces just detaching. All right, and you can go a lot faster or you can go slower. I think this was like my first day returning back to the gym after travel. So I'm just taking my time getting myself back into really good cardiovascular health. And you can just, with the bands, it's already challenging on its own. You can do this exercise without the booty band, but I do like that burn. I do like the resistance that is coming from that booty band. It's going to make the workout a lot more challenging. It's going to have you more on fire, and you're going to see way more results when you challenge yourself. All right, now we're going back to our hamstring curls, and we are doing single leg hamstring curls. And so everything will be linked down below in terms of the description of this workout. However, in this same set, I'm going to do double legs. So I'm going to do both legs right after I'm done doing the count for my single legs. Then I'm going to do both legs, and I'm going to finish off with burning out my legs now that they are warmed up individually. And here we go. Push those glutes down. All right, squeeze them. Make sure you're breathing as well, ladies. Do not hold your breath. You want to stay in control. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2 back up. Nice. Grab your booty bands and let's go back to our high knees. Remember, the band is going to be placed above your knee. Core is pulled in. Okay. Take your breaks. Everything again will be listed down below. When you are doing your high knees, stay light on the balls of your feet, okay? I want you to try and push your knees against that band. Not only is this challenging you, but it will be strengthening your joints as well. Stay light, baby. Stay light and push yourself. Working out is not about giving up. Life is not about giving up either, right? We're so quick to always give up when we're exhausted, when we're tired. There is more left in your tank. If you start to fatigue, slow it down, but don't stop. Do not give up until that timer goes off or you hit that number. All right, girls, we have 3 more exercises left. We're going to superset 2 exercises together here. We are going to be using the hack squat machine, and then we are going to be doing single leg hip bridges using booty bands. All right, so again, clean that machine and add your weights on. I am going to be doing 45s on both sides, so it's 90. And then I'm going to be adding on my booty band prior to stepping on the machine. If you haven't used this machine before, then start off using no weights or ask for assistance so someone can make sure that your form is correct and that you are able to use this machine. You really want to make sure that your core is pulled in and that your back is straight and you're not feeling any discomfort or pain. When you step onto the machine, you're going to make sure that the feet are turned outwards and the knees align with your toes in the direction that your toes are facing. So you want your knees turned out as well. We're taking a wide sumo stance. That way you can get a really deep squat and really focus on the hamstring and glutes and less of the quads. All right. So I'm going to do this for you. Once again, you want to put your shoulders underneath that padding and just make sure that you're comfortable. You always want to be comfortable. You do not want to be training through pain, and you always want to be training to prevent injuries. Okay, definitely enjoy some good music while you are training because that's going to make the experience so much better and you're going to enjoy your lifts. All right, so again, feet are turned outwards and the knees are aligned. We got the booty band above. You can also place it below, but this band is super tight, so that's why it's above. I find it's easier when the band is above your knees versus when it's below your knees. You're like, oh, it's a leg day. It's a hard leg day. All right, and hold that squat at the bottom. All right, now we are going to grab a bench, and we just always make sure that a bench is close by to you, and do not be afraid to ask if someone is using this bench or not using it. You need to work out, and if it is in use, then you can do this on the floor as well. But don't limit yourself to asking because you're shy. You want these gains or what? All right, so with our single leg hip bridge, add that booty band for the burn, baby. You're gonna make sure, look at my heel and look at my knees. The heel to the knees are aligned. All right, I am driving up from my heels into my knees and into my glutes for a nice squeeze at the top of the movement. Also lying on my upper back, not my shoulders. You wanna feel comfortable in this movement. What I was trying to say, but instead I muted this part. I'm so sorry. I just realized this while I'm editing. I was trying to say your playlist needs to be fire, okay? Your playlist needs to be fire. My playlist will be linked in the description. I do not listen to any secular music, but I do love a good hype up playlist. I love Afrobeats as well. I love my Christian gospel. I love my gospel playlist as well. So you just have to have fire music that's going to get you up and dancing, and your spirits are high, your energy is there, because you're not always going to be in the mood to work out. But you know, when you hear some music, you're going to be like, okay, it's time to go, it's time to train. And that makes me so excited. All right, we're going back for a few more sets here. Oh girl, all right, she's feeling this music. Enjoy your music, guys. I think in this season, I'm going to be listening to more instrumental music, instrumental workout music, and we're going to see how that goes. Take your time on the way down in your hack squat, and you want to make sure you're looking forward, not looking side to side. Look forward, do not look down, look forward, okay? Make sure you're also holding the bars as well, okay? and challenge yourself. You don't have to start with 45s. Start with no weights at first and then build upwards. Okay, you will get there. Remember, I've been training for 10 years now. I don't always train heavy. This for me right now is not heavy. And you just have to take your time and rebuild your strength. Even if you take some time off from the gym, you have to take some time to rebuild your strength and remind your body what you're capable of. But don't go into it thinking that you need to be lifting crazy. All right, ladies, while we get closer to the end of our workout, don't forget to leave your comments, your love, your support down below. Let me know if you guys enjoyed how I made this video, the workout, even if you haven't tried it yet, and save it for later. Also send it to your girlies so that you guys try out this leg day on my YouTube channel. And I enjoy having you guys here building with me. I've been known for my glutes, I've been known for my body, my glutes, my mindset, and I'm so grateful to share this with you and help you guys grow physically and mentally as well. Now we're moving into our last exercise that I'm going to do alone. No superset with this baby. I'm going to be doing some single leg lunges, reverse lunges. I love reverse lunges, stepping back instead of forward, because I find that I'm able to target my hamstrings and my glutes more. When I'm stepping forward, I find that I target my quads and my glutes. And honestly, in most leg exercises, you will cover growing your quads, even though it's not a quad day. Okay, so I'm starting off with some heavy weights. I'm doing 60 pounds for total, and I'm stepping back at a 90-degree bend, and I'm really sitting into my heel. I'm sitting back. That way my knees are not tracking over my toes. Okay, you can hold on to the rods or poles beside you. I find that when you do have good dumbbell, like a good heavy amount, I find when you have a good resistance with you that you're lifting with, then you're going to feel way more sturdy in your lunge, right? Keep your core tight as well, and just focus on sitting into your heels and drive up from the balls of your feet, the tips of the toes. Okay, they burn. If you start to fatigue and the dumbbells start to feel really heavy and you're getting wobbly, or you're feeling this in your knees, you can drop down and do this with body weight as well and rep it out to the end. Just push yourself, and always make sure that you're training to prevent injury. Do not force anything that doesn't feel right.
I hope you guys are enjoying the workout. I am so tired, like lunges wind me. So we save them for the end. But yeah, let's do one more set with no weights. And then we're good to go.
All right, if you have any questions at all, drop them down below. Your girl is going to be here to help you, to guide you, to lift you up, to glow up, to reinvent yourself, to rewrite your story. All of that good stuff in 2025. Enjoy your day, your morning, your evening, whenever you are watching this. And I appreciate having you here. Bye for now.
Thanks for working out with me. So sweaty.